I started off at 470 pounds or thereabouts, and it has been a journey of mine to lose weight. And in this video, this is the week 27 update. I'm going to share with you what has gone well and badly over the last week, what I'm planning on doing going forward, and share with you a little bit about my journey and how we're getting on. So if this is of interest, please do watch and enjoy. My name is Mark and I'm here to help you live a better, healthier life. My goal is to help as many people as I can get into shape and improve their quality of life. Now, without further ado, let's jump right in. So, accountability, where are we in this journey and in this last week? So, firstly, let's talk about the neck injury, the trapped nerve in my neck. It still aches, but thank you to some of the guys doing physiotherapy. Feeling much better, and last night was the first time I've actually slept for the whole night, not woken up tossing and turning in pain, and I feel entirely human today. Like I said, still achy, still uncomfortable. I've still got a numb thumb and forefinger, which is not the nicest, but it feels night and day better than it did even a couple of days ago. So I'm feeling really quite good about that. What that did mean, though, in terms of accountability, is I still haven't done that much exercise. So it's still really been about diet and what I'm eating rather than exercise and help there. So it's something that I'm really looking forward to. If I feel even better tomorrow than I do today, I really am hoping that even if I don't want to risk holding the dog's leads, I'm hoping that I will be able to get out and about and start doing more walking in the mornings before work than I have been up to now, because I've only been doing a kilometre or two, average over the week, which is a long way from the 7, 8, 9 kilometres I was averaging per day before this neck injury. So still a long way to go. But in terms of accountability this week, I've kept quite happily to the diet. I have upped my calories a little bit, like I said last week, so I'm eating somewhere between 1800 and 2000 calories a day. My maintenance level is about 2300 calories, so I'm just planning on getting back to my slow and steady weight loss. So I started last week at 127.8, which is 281 pounds. And this week, the weigh-in this morning, it was 127.1 kilograms, which is 280 pounds. I almost said 127.1 pounds there. That would have been amazing and probably very dangerous, given my height and everything else. But no, 127.1 kilograms, 280 pounds. So I've lost 1 pound. And as I've said many times on these videos, it would be lovely to lose 10 pounds a week every week, but I think that would be dangerous. In fact, I know that would be dangerous in the long run. I aim for 1 to 2 pounds per week, every week as an average. And despite setbacks of Christmas eating and trapped nerve in the neck, I have maintained about a pound average since we started this journey together last year in December. So I'm on track, I'm planning it. Because if you think about it, £1 to £2 per week every week, even if it averages out at £1 per week, you're still talking about £50 over the year, and that is a very healthy target to go for somebody my size. Obviously, somebody more petite and more normal sized, £50 may be a lot, but considering I need to lose another nearly £100 to go, it's a healthy amount to be losing and a very positive amount to be losing. So accountability this week, £1 off, very happy with that. But I'm also even happier at the fact that last night I got a proper night's sleep. I've talked about the importance of sleep in terms of your hormone levels and things. So I am exceedingly pleased with that, and the fact that now I ache rather than I'm in pain. So very positive. Very happy with all of that. Okay, so the week ahead. I'm going to be honest, this week I'm going to go away for the weekend. So it is going to be a little bit more of unhealthy eating because we will be going to a guest house now that travel's opened up a little bit. It will be in the Lake District, so it will be a case of doing some activities outdoors, going for walks, etc. So I am hoping that what I eat extra this weekend, I will then exercise off over the weekend and in the following week. But it is time, after being trapped in the house doing really nothing for 5 weeks with a neck injury. When we got the offer to meet some friends in the Lake District and do some activities with them, I jumped to the chance, particularly now that I'm feeling better. So I do expect to be eating out. I will try and choose the healthier options and try and reduce, as I always do, my carbs, have more veg, etc. But I will confess I will have some unhealthiness in that weekend, but then I'm hoping that will be counteracted by the extra exercise, etc. We're only away for a few days, so it's not going to be a week of binge eating, but it will be a little bit more unhealthy than before. So what am I doing to try and deal with that? I'm taking some healthier snacks with me so that if I am peckish during the day, I'm not tempted to run into a bar, restaurant, pub to get some food. And that's things like protein bars and etc. Things that are relatively healthy snacks that keep, because obviously we won't have a fridge and things because we're staying in a guest house. So it's one of those things about managing and maintaining what we're doing. I will try and choose from the menus healthier options, as we go through, and it's about increasing the exercise. When we get back on Monday, then I will just go back to the normal routine, and I'm hoping if I feel as good tomorrow as I did today, with having had a really good night's sleep, I'm hoping that the exercise will kick back in and we'll get back to that normal routine of doing 7 to 9 kilometres in the 7 to 9, not 79, 7 to 9 kilometres in the morning with the dogs before I start work, particularly now that it's light from about 5 o'clock in the morning. Get that done in the morning and get back on with things. So really have high hopes for this next week in terms of what we're going to do and get back on with, and then we can get back on with this weight loss journey without the pain in my neck that has been my constant companion. I nearly said friend there. Constant companion for the last 5 weeks or so. So feeling much better about this week, feeling much better about where I am. My mental health is quite good, and I'm really looking forward to getting a few more of those walks in over the coming weeks and get back out there listening to an audiobook or talking to the wife or the dogs or all three, and go from there. So the week ahead is a little bit unusual for me. We haven't been away for quite a long time, but it's going to be about choosing a slightly healthier option than I might have done in the past, and then see where we go from there. But my neck is feeling so much better. Like I said, achy, not painful. Still got numb finger and thumb, but the physiotherapist said that that's probably one of the last things that will come back to normal. So get on with that. And a nice weekend with some friends outdoors in the Lake District, which is a beautiful part of the UK, which I do love going to. So week ahead, very positive if it's anything like this morning. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and good luck with your weight loss journey too.